If you are a video content creator looking for a way to organize your video content so that you can repurpose it on social media, this is the video you want to watch. Hey, I'm Lowell Brown from Going Social. If you're new here, this is part 3 of a video series I've created on Airtable. How to use Airtable to help organize your video content, from ideas to planning and publishing to posting on your blog and now social media marketing. So let's flip back over to screen sharing mode, and I'm going to demonstrate step by step as we'll build this out together for our social media marketing workflow. All right, let's do a quick recap. In the first video of this series, I showed you how to use Airtable. We created our first grid view and started entering some data about different video topics that we have. We created our topic, we set a status, whether it's in production, it's an idea or published. We've got our topic for the video in terms of our themes, whether the video was long or short. And then we built out additional fields in this table so that we could collect and organize all of our video production information. So when we go to upload a video to YouTube, we've got all of the data we need, everything from a video title to the thumbnail to publish date, the YouTube video description, the YouTube video links, any tags we're going to use, what playlist it's going to go in. We keep track of the video URLs, the video duration. If we've got a transcript, we can upload the file there. And then we've got other fields here for posting on our blog and social media. So this is our YouTube planner, a different view just for our video content. And what we're doing here is we're organizing the information a little bit better so that we can just get a different perspective when we're planning out our videos. I can now group these by idea, production, or publish. So anything that's published, I see down here, and I know it's good to go, it's done. Whatever I've got in production, I can choose to start editing that information to make sure it's complete so that when we're ready to publish it, everything's there to go. And then I've got all my ideas up here. So when I'm ready to record new videos or select ones that I want to do next, I can adjust and go along based on what I've already recorded or what I've got in the queue. So it's just, again, a way for me to organize myself and my information a little bit easier. In the last video, part 2, we talked about taking that video content and posting it on our website. In this phase, it's a different view where I've got we're grouping it by whether it's posted on the website or not. As you can see, these two are posted to the website already, these aren't. And then we're organizing our information so we know which topic is done, what date we're going to publish it. And then we've got all of our information ready to go, including the blog title, description, a thumbnail for our blog post. And then as soon as it's posted, we've got everything we need to go. We can just tick it off and we know that it's been posted. Nice and simple, everything ready to go. And now we're going to create a new grid view, especially for social media marketing posts. And then we're going to add a little advanced step to this. Now, sometimes when I produce a video and I publish it to my social media posts, well, sometimes one post is good enough. But there are times where I maybe have a long video and I want to repurpose it into multiple social media posts. Well, what we're going to do is we're going to take an extra, completely new table, and we're going to use that just for social media posts. Now, these posts can include the videos that we're doing, but maybe there's other content I want to do on social media. So this is kind of a way for me to use Airtable to plan all of my social content, including the video content I'm creating as well. So I'm going to show you an advanced step where we can actually import data from this new thing that we're creating, this social media post table, into a separate table for all social media posts. We'll get into that now. It sounds a little confusing, but I'll clear up all of that detail. So let's first start with the easy phase. We're going to click on new grid, and I'm going to call this social media post planner. So the first thing we want to do is we want to filter out this data, because anything that's an idea or in production, I don't want to see here because it's not ready to be posted on social media. So let's first filter. So we're going to create a new condition in a filter, and we're going to add where topic is, we're going to go with status, where status is not idea, and where status is not in production. All we want to see here are the published videos. We'd like to keep the topic so we know what these videos are about. The video length is important. And then what we can start to do is filter out the fields that we don't want to see in this. Now, again, this is everything that we've created before. So let's hide some of these fields. We know we've already dealt with blog stuff. So let's first start by eliminating anything to do with a blog. And we know that it's been posted to the website. So that's good to go. Now, some of this other stuff we don't really need when we're doing social media posts. We don't need to see that. See how that just disappeared? So we got this priority field here. We don't need to see that. So let's take that one away. The next thing that's important to me is the YouTube publish date. So we like that. We'll leave that one here. Okay. And again, this shows me that the video has been published and the date it was published. So sometimes I'll look at the YouTube publish date and I may or may not want to publish this shortly after I published it on YouTube. I'm going to move over a couple fields here. And again, this is simple to do as dragging and dropping. All you have to do is select the field that you want to move, copy, hold, and drag it over. Now I'm moving this one over. This is the video URL. Sometimes I create topics that are similar. So in case I want to actually check out which video it was, I can quickly click on the link. That's my link to my YouTube video, and I can see which video that one was. Now we already know that they've been posted to YouTube, so I'm going to take that field out as well. I also don't want to accidentally hit it, so we're going to take that checkbox out. What I do want to do now, and I don't need the video flow, so that's just our ideas. YouTube title is good. Thumbnail text we don't need. Our thumbnail is good to use because sometimes I use that thumbnail graphic for my social media post graphics as well. So that's good. YouTube video description is good because I'll take some of the copy out from there and I'll use it in my social post text. The YouTube links in the description, don't need that. YouTube tags sometimes help me with hashtags for certain posts. The video time is good. The transcript is good. File location I don't need. And then these other fields are good to go. So we've got all of our hidden fields now. Now here, what I like to do is move over these little check boxes. So I know what I use these fields for is when I post to one of the platforms, I'll just check this off. And that way I know, hey, I've posted it to Facebook, or I've posted it to LinkedIn, or I've posted it to another account. And I don't always, a video may not be appropriate on a certain platform, so I don't always post every video to every platform. And again, sometimes I'm repurposing one video into multiple posts. So I'm going to show you how I deal with that shortly. So keep watching in this video because we're going to cover that later on. But let's just move. There was one more field, TikTok, which we want to add over here. And again, if you have other social platforms, or maybe there's, you know, 2 Facebook pages or profiles that you're posting to, you can always customize this entire flow to whatever works for you. I also want to add that date I posted on social. This is just something to help me keep track of the timing. And then my video title, we're going to expand this so that we can see it. Thumbnail, video description. I like to make these rows a little bit taller so it helps me see the content better, and that can make this process just a little bit easier. And then tags will open up, and the transcript is just a file. So we got everything we need right here. Now there's one last step, and that has to do with organizing these posts. I like to organize them by the YouTube publish date. So you can see that I can organize it by the most recent to the top, or I could do the oldest to the top. And then what I can see here, if I haven't yet posted them to social media, this at least allows me to see, well, when did how old is this video? How long ago did I post it to YouTube? And maybe I'm behind in my social media posts and I want to make sure that I get the next one out. So if I'm looking to do the next post, now I know, okay, well, I'm probably going to want to prioritize it in this order. Now remember, you can use this expanded view at any time, and that will help you not only view the information in a different way, but you might find it easier to complete the information here. If I want to go in and see this video, I can see it was posted. I can see the topic. I can see the length, the date that I posted it on YouTube. I can click that. As soon as I'm ready to post these on social media platforms, or I have, I'll tick these boxes off. The date that I post it, I'll adjust that here. But if I want to prepare myself and I want to get in and I want to look at my YouTube title or my thumbnail or my YouTube text, sometimes I'll take some of this information out and I'll use that as my social media post content. And then if I really needed to, I could see some of those hidden fields that we've done as well. So this is the first step in showing you what we've got here. Now I want to quickly show you my actual Airtable view that I've been creating for my own content. You'll see that I've got everything, all of my thumbnails and all of my content ready to go. And it makes this process a lot easier. I can see that I've got all of these posts that I haven't done on social media. And now I can consider, okay, well, is a video too long? Do I want to make it several smaller posts? So I can organize that now that I've got this all planned out. So this view is strictly at all of the video content that I've produced. What I do want to show you next is something else that I've built in my own view, which is an actual social post planner. And again, this is pretty bare and minimal because I'm just building this out for my own self. I like to plan content out about a month in advance. So what I can do now is I can start to put any social post ideas. You'll see that I've got topic, status, post copy, hashtags, any media files I need, the publish date, and then I can choose what I want to post to which platform. What I built, and here's the advanced step. We're getting into the advanced stuff now. I'm now able to link between these two different tables, and I'm going to show you how to build this in the next step. So stay tuned. I'm just giving you a little preview right now. I'm able to pull in the content from here into this different table. And I've done that with one post right here. So I'm going to show you again. So let's select a video. So let's create this one, create slideshow videos for real estate in Canva. Okay. So if I wanted to take this, I can copy that title and we're going over to this table. I'm just going to write this in as my topic for my social post. Now what I can do is I can come over, there's a field that I have here where I'm able to look up the data or look up the content. That's this one here. So I'm able to look up my YouTube videos from this other table and pull it in. And it goes like this. See how there's that little plus symbol? I've created this field as it's linking to the other table. So it's a special kind of field that's able to look up data from another table and pull it into this separate spreadsheet. So I can go in and I see now that I want to create a post or plan a post for my video slideshow. Well, I can go in here and I can even type in Canva and it's going to filter things for me. So as soon as I see this is my content, this is the actual video that I want to use as a post. If I select this now, watch what happens. It brings in all of that other information from the other table and it pulled in that content. And you might be asking, well, why are we doing that? Why are we importing all of this data that we've already created in another table? Well, sometimes I have videos that are longer and I may need to repurpose them into multiple social media posts. So this way I have an easy way to see that information and decide what I want to make this a post about. One of the things that I like to do is go to expanded view here. So I'll expand this post. And now that I'm working on it, I'm going to change the status. It's no longer an idea. Now I'm working on it. It's in progress. And as soon as I change this, you're going to see it's going to jump up to this other area. See, and it popped up right there. So let me exit out of that and moved from idea. That was down here. And it's now in progress. So I didn't have to pop out of that view, but I just want to show you it moved. And now when I'm going to organize this post, I want to do this ahead of time, right? So I can say, okay, I'm going to plan to post this, let's say on the 27th, and I can take the title. So the video title can be my post. I can use that in my post copy, right? Either the title or some of this text. So see, I've already written this out. That makes for great copy. I can just use this exact copy in my social media post. And it's all ready to go. Any hashtags I want, what I commonly do, I don't know if I have it here. See, I don't have any tags. So sometimes I'll use the video tags from YouTube. So in this case, I can do a hashtag might be Canva tutorial, Canva tips, learn Canva. And these could be hashtags that I use with Instagram. So I could just create a whole bunch of possible hashtags that I want to use there. My media file, if I created one or more images to go with this post, I could use my YouTube thumbnail, but I might want to take smaller clips from the video, or depending on the video and the content, right? So I can upload one or more media files here. And that's about it. It's ready to go. If I need anything else, I can look down below and look at what I've got. Sometimes if I want to, sometimes what I'll do is I will actually have time code information here in terms of chapters on my video. So if I wanted to take a clip from one specific chapter, well, I could look at the time codes there that would help me edit the clip down, and that kind of thing. So also, just so you know, with the media files, I could upload not just images, but I could create those shorter video clips. Let's say I'm using something like Descript, or I'm editing them myself into shorter multiple clips, one or more clips. I could upload all of that here. And again, the idea is to have this all planned in advance so that when I do want to go and post it to social media, I've got everything I need ready to go. Even if I'm outsourcing it to somebody else, I've got that content ready to go so that if I want to hand it off to somebody else to post, I can say, hey, go in, look at the stuff that's in progress. I want you to take that now and I want you to post it to social media. Once it's posted, look what happens. If I wanted to post it now, I could check those off, and then it'll move down to posted as soon as I change the status from in progress to posted. So let's flip back. I'm going to show you in the different view where we're building how to build this exact process out. Okay, so we're back here in Airtable in our demo file. And what I'm going to do now is create that second table for our social media posts. So all we have to do in here is click under add, create a blank table, and we're going to call this social media post planner. The important thing to consider when you're starting from scratch is that you always have to have one field in your database that is supposed to be a unique field, meaning that the text in this field, the text, number, whatever it is, cannot be the same in more than one record. Each row is a new record. So the way I have mine set up is that I call this a topic, and you could go with an ID number if you wanted to do it that way, but I'm okay with topic. And we'll leave that as single line text. Now let's just delete these fields. We're again going to just create this. So we've got, I like to keep these kind of consistent, but again, whatever works for you in terms of your process. Whatever titles you want to use here, is totally cool to do what works for you. So we've got status done. Then the next thing, long text, and I'm going to call this post copy. So this is the actual text that's going to go for our post. And we're going to make that a little bit bigger. The other thing that I include usually is hashtags. I don't always use them, and I don't always use a lot of them, but if you're planning that out in advance, it will also save you some time. Now I'm going to call this one media files. So this is an attachment. So this again is, you know, if you have the images or video files that you want to use with your social post, you can use those here. And then also we want to include a date field for when we published on the social media. We're going to go by, where's date? There. And then the platforms that we're going to post to. Now, even though we've probably already posted to YouTube, sometimes I will take the longer videos and create them as shorter posts. So I'm still playing with this one. I may decide to take it out, but for now we're going to leave in that it's posted to these platforms. And again, just add in any other platforms that work for you. And checkbox. Just in case you are working with other files, in case this isn't strictly for my video content and there happens to be a URL or something else that I want to include, we'll include it there. Okay. This is where we're going to get into the more advanced stuff. So now we want to bring in the other video topic. So I'm going to call that video planner, so I know that it's from that. And then instead of a single line text, what we're going to do is we're going to link to another record. Okay. And this is how now we're pulling in from that other table, right? So let's actually, I'm going to actually rename this here so that it is easier for us to say what it is. YouTube video planner. So this was that other table, right? So I'm just adjusting the naming here so that it's easier for me to locate that information. So I'm gonna have to do this again. So this is a link to another topic. YouTube video planner. So video planner. So we're linking to content in the video planner, right? And do we want to allow linking to multiple records? Yes. Do we want to limit? So what this means is, can we create more than one record in this database and allow it to pull in that same content? And I do want to do that. As I mentioned, if I'm repurposing a YouTube video into multiple social media posts, I want to be able to do this multiple times. Okay. Limit record selection to a view. Do I want to limit this only to one specific view in this whole base? No, I don't. So we're going to create this custom view. And then this is what's also really neat is it knows that I'm pulling in content from that other table, but it's also asking me, would we like to bring in any other information? And yeah, I do. What I want to do is video title. Okay. So I'm going to add that one field. And then video title, video topic. I want to bring that in. I want to bring in video length. I want to bring in YouTube video title, I've got that. YouTube thumbnail, I don't need that. The publish date is helpful. Video description, the links I don't need. I do need tags, I do need the playlist, I need the URL, I need the time. I also want the transcript because I might take text from a transcript and use that in my social media post. Might help me. Or also if I want to take the transcript and upload it with the clip. So I do want a transcript file there. I'm also going to include these checkboxes just so that I know if I have previously already posted that full video, that at least gives me a secondary way to see that. And that's all I need. So now I'm adding in a whole bunch of other fields and we'll see what happens. And it's showing me that these ones are a lookup value. So once I bring in the topic, it's pulling in the rest of the content for me. Let's go back and test that this is working. Okay. So let's choose one that I know I've done here. How to solve. So what I will sometimes do is I'll just copy this video topic so that I know this is the video topic I want over here. And again, I want to actually adjust this by status. Okay, so status, we're going to say that this one is in progress. Okay, let me just add in some dummy text here. And then this one is going to be an idea. So you can just see how things are brought in and organized in a different way. Okay, so I don't have the post copy and I don't have the hashtags or anything else ready, but what I do want to do is I want to look up this content here. So you see how I've got this now? I've got that plus sign. So if I want to pull in a disapproved ad, so again, if we look back here, right? How to solve issues with disapproved ads on Meta and Facebook. Well, now because I created that lookup, if I go here and I want to look that up, again, I'm using there's not a lot of data here, so I could scroll through, but if I wanted to search for an existing using a keyword, it's right there. I can see the status, the topic, some of that information. I know this is the correct one. And again, as soon as I've pulled that in, it's pulling in the topic. Let's change this view also. We're going to go to tall, or even I could do even extra tall. Let's see how big extra tall is. So that's okay. So now I can see more information, right, in this view, and that'll help me plan and prepare my social media posts. Let's take this a bit bigger. I've got this up now, and I can see what was my previous description. And let's say I want to take this copy it. Well, now I can use that as my post copy, right? Hashtags. Did I have, look at all these hashtags that I used in the video when I uploaded it to YouTube. Well, I can start with this and I can cut it down, right? So I may not need my name, and I could start to easily just review and go through. There's some repetition here. I may want to clean these up, take some of these out, and I've got, that's something that I can do now ahead of time. Media files. If I wanted to prepare, the actual video clip, maybe I'm going to post this, but with an image instead of with a video file. Well, I can upload that here and it's ready to go and it's saved. I can say when I want to post it. So let's say that I'm going to post it on Tuesday, the 21st. So now all that content is ready to go. I don't have any other URLs I want to do. And where do I want to post this to? Well, it's already probably been posted to YouTube, so I'm not going to select that, but I do want to do it to Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and we'll do TikTok as well. So now I've got my planner here, and if I wanted to drop that out for more space, now I've got everything ready to go And what I can do is I can see that it's scheduled. I want to post it on this specific date. So again, I could also, if I wanted to, I could filter and organize by date if I wanted to. So let's create another one here. Let me just pull in another one so you can start to see how it works when you're pulling in more information. So we're going to do this one, Facebook. I'll show you a couple actually. So let's take this one again. And remember I said it can't be the same. It's supposed to be unique, right? Well, it actually let me do it, but it is supposed to be unique. So we'll say this one's part two. And again, I could pull this information in with this title. I could still pull in that same information, but this time I can post it on a different date. So I can say that I want it a week later. And instead of posting the same part, I could even, adjust the text. So, and I could, carry on because this was, different stages I discussed in the actual video, different ways, or 3 common Facebook and Instagram scenarios. Well, I could now cut that post into 3 different videos, right? So I could have part 1, part 2, part 3. So now I'm just able to prepare that stuff in advance. And again, I can have that out. So now I've got those 2 posts ready to go. This one is Facebook and Instagram, Google ads. So I can look this one up and I can post to Google, right? So it's pulled all of this information in. I can click on this and I can see I want to post this one. Actually, maybe we'll do it on the 27th. And I can look back. I've got a thumbnail. I could use that for a story post if I wanted to. See, so I could even at the top here say story post only -1, right? So if I wanted to make it into more than one story post, again, I could copy the description for my post. I could add hashtags. So these would all be one word. So I could actually, plan them out. And, keep going. And now I could, if I wanted to, I could sort by published date. And again, that's it, right? So we've built on our YouTube planner, we built our original grid view with all of our content for everything that we want to collect here. Then we went into our YouTube planner where we broke it out and made it easier to organize and plan our videos until they're filmed and recorded and published. Then we took our videos that are published and we planned out how we're going to organize them for blog posts and when to publish them. And then finally, we created a social media planner, taking our actual videos, preparing initially for one social media post, and then taking that content and putting it on a full-scale social media planner and linking this table to another table. So that's it. We did it. This has been a lot of content, 3 videos in this series. I hope you found it great. Please remember to like and subscribe so when I do publish new videos on Airtable or other topics, you'll get access to them right away and be notified. If you have any comments, questions, ideas, please leave me a comment below on this video. I love getting your comments. I love getting your feedback, and I will respond. It's always valuable for me, and I love engaging with you guys. Once again, my name is Lowell Brown from Going Social, where we make social media and digital marketing simple and effective. I'll see you in the next video.